Hi, guys. And of course, we have John Zenkert, Gonzalo Aregal, and Andrew Scrimish from Pixel Heads, who are doing some really, really interesting things with Minecraft. So big hello to all you guys. How are you doing?
Hey, Julia, doing great.
I mean, it's just a casual chat, right?
Absolutely.
So casual.
I don't know if you can do much casual with these fans, though. Like, this weekend has just been crazy. I love the passion.
It's next level stuff. But I mean, you guys work in Minecraft, so you see passionate fans all the time. So before digging in deep, we're going to be giving a general overview of the kind of marketplace and stuff like that. So talk through a little bit about what marketplace kind of is.
Yeah, this is actually the first time we're getting to talk about the in-game marketplace to Xbox fans. So super excited for all of us to be here. The marketplace is directly in the Bedrock version of Minecraft. So that version is on pretty much any platform that you can think about playing a game. Your iOS phone, your Android phone, Win 10 laptop, Switch console. Actually, can we talk about Switch on a Xbox? I just did, I guess. So Minecraft, we love Switch. We love our friends at Switch. They're all good. But of course, our favorite is Xbox. So
you have to say that right now.
And it is. I've been at Xbox for a long time. So when the player goes into the game, they're going to see 4 buttons, and the very bottom button says Store. And I don't want people to think like that's to buy like Minecraft t-shirts or anything like that.
Okay.
That is where you go to buy the Minecraft content.
Right.
So that's where our partners like Pixel Heads, they make content, and then we put it in there. Players will go into the store, they'll buy Mine Coins, which is like our virtual currency, and then they can buy, I think, like over 700 pieces of...
It's close to that. I think we're very close.
I think by the time anyone would fact check that, we'll be at 700.
Yeah.
So 700 pieces of content. It ranges like, we have skin packs, texture packs, worlds, and mashups. For people that are kind of new to Minecraft, the way a skin pack works is it allows you to change out your character. So like Steve and Alex, and there's 1,000 different choices in the marketplace. So anything like you could be a girl in a Korean pop band.
I mean, I am. It's weird that you would just pick that out of the air.
Random. You're into K-pop. I like that. And then it sounds like I made this up, but it is not true. Quinn can contest. My favorite skin pack is the Lucha Libre, which are the Mexican wrestlers.
I feel like you're just playing to the audience here.
I know.
Come on.
It is true. In fact, on the flight down, I love the Incredibles as well. So we have an Incredible skin pack. So I used to be Mr. Incredible for my skin, and now I'm I think they're called Luchadores. Is that right, Gonzalo? Luchadores. Luchadores. That's El Bangador is his name. So skins are fantastic. The texture packs actually let players reskin the entire look and feel of the game. So you can do anything from like something that's futuristic, sci-fi, like Odyssey is our skin pack.
They had a Mass Effect one that was lovely.
Very good. That one too. Some of our more popular ones that tend to be a little more cute and comic, like Pure Beady Craft or Zigzag. And then the coolest part is the worlds, and that's what Pixelhead does a really good job with. These worlds allow you to do almost anything you want inside Minecraft. We'll talk about the Pixelhead worlds here in a little bit, but like a couple of worlds that are super popular right now, there's Campcraft from a company called Blockworks, where you literally go camping in Minecraft.
Aww.
I know, isn't that cute?
Aww.
Like pitch a tent, build a fire, roast marshmallows.
Nice.
I love that one. And then a new one that just released this past Tuesday is called Movie Star.
Okay.
By Nox Crew.
Oh, yeah.
And it's kind of what you think. So Nox Crew has built this set where they have a bunch of like dozens of scripts and built-in movie scenes.
That's so cool.
And then you and your friends can basically make movies inside Minecraft.
That's really cool.
So we love the marketplace. We have 77 partners right now, including Pixel Heads. Players have purchased over 13 million pieces of content.
Wow.
It's a crazy number. And I'm super proud of both the marketplace team that I get to work with and then our partners like these guys.
Oh, wow. That's some pretty incredible stats there. So I guess we should talk about you guys at Pixel Heads. Like, how did it all come about? How did it start? Who wants to take it? Come on.
Actually, I can tell them how we found you guys.
Oh, yeah, we should start with that story. That's a great story.
But how did they find each other first? That's what we want to know. Let's how you found each other first.
I start to making mods for the community.
Yeah.
And I need a good place to share my creations and just have a website which only let good quality things go live. So I picked him and his website to share my creations, and
Yeah.
that's how I meet him.
Yeah, so I have this website called MCP Ideal, and as Gonzalo said, we found each other through the website. His mods are obviously some of the best ones, so it was
Aw.
obvious I had to work with Gonzalo. So I'm very pleased so far.
I mean, so I heard that you actually, Gonzalo, you actually managed to buy a house for your family with I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, before the marketplace, I lived in a small apartment with
Yeah.
a rent, but thanks to the marketplace, I was able to buy a house for my family, so I am very happy with this new job.
I mean, that's amazing to do. Like, what I love most about it is the fact that, you know, you're doing it from a place of passion. You probably didn't even think at the start, oh, I'm going to buy a house by the end of it. You know, you just do it because it's something you're passionate about. And I love it when people can make money from doing something they love, you know.
I think that's the best way to make money. I mean, doing something you are really passionate, and not with that intention to make money, but one thing.
Start like a hobby, and then you just
And it becomes a job. It's amazing.
So you found each other. It was work, love at first sight, I guess. And then Andrew came along. How did you find Andrew? How did that happen?
Well, my story is very weird, really, because
We love weird stories.
Yeah,
The more
weird.
convoluted, the better.
so I hooked up with the guys by absolute good fortune. I was a cruise ship entertainer for 15 years.
Okay, I'm interested to know where you're going with this story.
So-
Continue.
I was always at sea. I had a lot of downtime to, I don't know, just sit around, do not very much.
Looking
really.
at the horizon.
Yeah, exactly. So I downloaded the original Minecraft Pocket Edition on the iPhone 4.
Oh, that's early.
Yeah, really early. And I started building on that for my two daughters because they love playing Minecraft. So I thought I'd build them something nice, and then they'd have a go at it when I got home. And so I built this big world. Has I think 3 cities or something in it. It took me 4 years to make.
Oh, wow.
Because it was
As
all
well,
done.
you're like-
Yeah, it was all done in survival until the very end.
You
when-
just did it all by hand.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And you're looking at the iPhone 4 screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
Yeah.
big maybe?
It's not good for your eyesight.
Are you
but it's-
No wonder it took 4 years.
So my daughter said, "Oh, you must try and publish this somewhere." So I didn't know where to go to actually do it, and she was the one that actually sent it to you.
Oh, yeah.
And John then got in contact with me. I said, "Would you like to join the team and build Dinosaur Island," which was the first map we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
So no more cruise ships? No more cruise ships anymore? Just
Well,
full on?
maybe. Who knows?
Who knows? Have you built any cruise ships within Minecraft is the question. Because I feel like you would have a good, you'd have a good internal workings
The
of
knowledge
that.
is there, but
The knowledge is there.
I've decided to leave that for a while.
I mean, how do you guys figure out what you're going to make? Like, what kind of gives you the inspiration?
Oh, in the first time we tried to create something when we met, we start to launch cool ideas, things we
yeah.
thought it would be cool for the players. For example, dinosaurs. A
And
bunch
everyone
of
loves
animals.
dinosaurs.
Yeah,
I love dinosaurs.
So we have a big list of things, and we just start to make it one by one. We still have tons of things left to do.
Really?
So, yeah.
What haven't you done yet?
I know what they haven't done.
What?
Godzilla.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Segue.
Seriously, like when we launched the marketplace, we had like 9 pioneer partners. I love it. They're showing Godzilla. It's fantastic. That is the Godzilla. We had 9 pioneer partners, and we had gotten to the point, kind of all the kinks had worked out of the marketplace, and we decided we needed to find our next batch of new partners. And at the time, we had a pretty simple application process where you just sent us a link to your content, and it's like it was Quinn, me, and a few other members of our marketplace team. We all piled into a conference room in our Redmond offices, and we split up the list. So we each had a bunch of the applicants, and we were going through the content, and that's pretty fun because you would be amazed at the different things that people can make in Minecraft. But we didn't.
I've seen some weird stuff, yeah.
Some stuff people shouldn't make. I'll be honest. That's okay. But we weren't seeing anything that was kind of
Like next level.
Yes, next
That's what you
level of
want,
like
yeah.
what we'd want in the marketplace. And then all of a sudden, John Thornton, who was kind of one of our founding fathers of the marketplace, he just stands up and he goes, "Oh my God, I have Godzilla." And we're like, what? We all run around, look at his laptop, and sure enough, one of the mods that Gonzalo had built was a Godzilla that was basically using fireballs to destroy rabbits and cows inside the game. We're like,
That's amazing.
we got to sign these guys up right away. So
That's really cool.
that's how you guys.
Yeah, I think we literally called them the next day after we saw that, because there was, I mean, the list was, I think, 300 people long that we were going through. So each of us had 20. We were just going line by line by line. When we saw that one, we all rushed over and had to.
But
had to
I
sign
suppose
it.
when you see so much content, you kind of know, right? Yeah?
Yeah, we've gotten a pretty good sense now of kind of like what kind of things we see and if they're going to be successful, either teams or content.
I mean, what would you say are some sort of like top tips for people who wanted to, maybe make content for the marketplace? How are you gonna, with the stuff that you make, how do you make it stand out? How do you make it 1 out of, 300?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I think the passion. Like you have to kind of see you can see it through the content, to be honest. You can see that these people have been doing it for a long time. They have these skins, the colors are good, the building is good, they're using all the blocks. I mean, that's a big win right there.
One of the things I think the reason why your guys' maps does so well is a lot of the partners there's a bunch of great tools that you can use to build Minecraft, and the tools are great, and we fully support the people making the tools. But these guys do a lot of their stuff. As you heard, he was on the boat making stuff by hand. And while it's a painful process probably for you to
Very painful.
you like your eyesight.
Yeah.
You can tell in these guys' maps, like Wildlife Savannah that we're looking at right now, there's this kind of handcrafted love in every one of their maps. And it shows, like players really like that.
Attention to detail.
Absolutely.
Devil's in the details, right. So I know they've obviously got some stations set up here at FanFest with like some of your maps on. Have you actually been down and been engaging with some fans yet?
I spent yesterday, while the boys were up on stage, I was over the stations all day, really. It was amazing to watch people play the stuff that you've made, because we sit in a room and just do it and then send it off, and we don't know what the reaction is. To actually see people playing games that you've made is extraordinary. And there was a lovely moment where there was a little boy with his mum, and they were playing City Life, and he got into the police car, and he turned round to his mum. His eyes were just alive with excitement, and it was the most touching feeling. You sort of go, "Oh, that's amazing." So it's great moments like that. Just watching people, I love that. Use your stuff. It's fantastic.
Are you surprised by sort of the reaction to your work?
Excuse me?
Are you surprised? So like when you see what people do with your work, is it surprising?
Yeah.
And just the passion, they're so enthusiastic.
Yeah, it's what surprising or
Like they're so happy, they love it. Is it a shock to you because you make it, but then
it's amazing. Watch little kids playing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a shock to us to see how successful the Pixelites content was.
Yeah. Well, you create something and then you just see people playing it, and it's just incredible to be able to make these things for a lot of people. I know. I mean, it's just amazing feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I once had I was catching a flight somewhere, and there was a guy playing just when Dinosaur Island came out, and I was sitting right behind him.
Watching.
Oh, wow.
And I would say, I made that, but I thought he would not wouldn't believe me.
I would do that.
Yeah.
If I'd made something, I'd be hey man, come on, take the credit for that. What's your kind of production process when you decide what you're going to do? What's kind of your first steps in making it? How do you do that?
It's not always the same.
Okay.
Every project is different, but we all got his job, so he knows what he's doing. I know what I am doing.
Yeah.
How do you guys get together? And I know you don't get together because you're in Stockholm, Argentina, and UK. But do you get on a phone call and talk about ideas, or how do you figure out the ideas?
Chat.
Yeah.
Just chat. Yeah.
It all started on Twitter, right? Like that's kind of one of the main ways you guys were communicating early on was through Twitter, right?
Yeah, we use Twitter too.
Yeah, we
have a group there.
Oh, cool.
So
And
usually, like these guys chat, and then John will say, "Can you build such and such?"
Have you ever said no?
No. I can do it. But so then I do whatever I have to do. John comes in and says, "That's rubbish," or "I like that. Could you add this or that?" And then it just goes through the process of then, once the map's finished, obviously Gonzalo's working with making his models, and John tightens up the whole thing and finishes the
That's
project.
cool. Do you see what he's built before you do the mods and add-ons, or are you just kind of doing it at the same time?
Same time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Always he finished before me, but
That's awesome.
So we have a trailer for Luxury Life that we're just about to show. What should everyone know before we see it?
Yeah, so it's a big island, a private island with several different mansions where players can, decorate the mansions with cool furnitures like TVs and so on. And then there are also airplanes, helicopters, and you can drive all of these vehicles because they have all custom behaviors which Gonzalo has made possible.
Wow.
So we are very excited about
It's
this
like the
map.
swag life for Minecraft, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Exactly. what it is.
Swagcraft. Let's take a look.
Trademark.
I'll be your driver for the day.
That's really good. Yeah.
Wow, that's so fancy. Really fancy. I can't say, I'm like loving that. So what's next for Pixel Heads? What's next for you guys?
Well, for all the pet lovers out there, we have something quite exciting. We've been working on it for quite a while, and
yeah,
what do you think about it?
it will be great.
Yeah.
We are working very hard to develop new things for the players. So
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
think
Like we haven't talked to them about this, like household pet kind of thing, like where you have a house and then
how for
like
pets, yeah, we
dogs
have
and
house for
gerbils
dog,
and all that
for
kind of
cats,
stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we have made tons of things. Yeah.
I like it.
Cool. Okay. And Marketplace, what can we expect coming up from there?
A bunch of new features. Actually, one at Minecon, we announced the Villager update, which will come next year.
Yeah.
Cats and Pandas, which was our cutest new mobs.
Everyone, the entire of Minecon went,
Oh,
oh.
they are super cute. I'm really excited to see kind of what our partners, like when they get new features like Cats and Pandas, they go do crazy things with them. And then maybe Quinn, you're probably better to talk to this. Like there's a bunch of features that we're building that are kind of for the creator from both a player perspective and partner perspective.
Yeah, it's not. We're not just making features just for our partners. We want to make features for all of the creators, the casual ones, the people sitting on the couch, the hobbyists. And Add Entity was the big one that we announced at Minecon that's going to be coming out. I think it's in beta right now, actually. And historically, you would have to take one of the existing mobs, the creeper, the pig, the zombie pigman, and change it. So that's what Pixelheads does. That's what Gonzalo does. He takes that, turns it into an elephant, turns it into a helicopter. But with Add Entity,
What did you change for the helicopter?
The llama.
no way.
That's awesome.
Llama-copter.
Yeah. But with Add Entity, it's going to be awesome because no longer will you need to change something, but you can add something wholesale new. So we could see a wildlife map that has hundreds of different kind of animals all across the different savanna or something like that. We're super excited. I mean, I know you're really excited about
I
this
am more
one.
excited than you.
Yeah, I imagine.
Have you guys got plans then for some of these new features?
Yeah.
You got thinking about some ideas?
Yeah, obviously we have already been planned even before they have been launched, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have this big palooza every year where all of our partners come to Redmond and we talk to them about kind of new features and it's kind of a big creator summit. And I got to meet with Gonzalo for the first time there, and that was the biggest thing he was talking about. Was like, when's Add Entity coming? When's Add Entity coming? So I was really excited to be able to talk to him just a couple months ago, saying it's coming soon.
Yeah, in Java Edition, they always have the possibility to create entities from zero, but never in Pocket Edition. Now Pocket Edition, we had the opportunity to build something totally for zero. You always have to base it in something else. but now we have fully freedom to create. That's the best thing that I have been waiting for like 4 years since I started this, so I am very excited.
We heard you.
Yeah, actually went back to the team and said, hey, Gonzalo wants to add entity. Can we do that? And they're like, absolutely.
The Godzilla guy.
Yeah.
Still no Godzilla map on the marketplace, so I have to say.
Just throwing it out there. So we touched upon it a little bit before about how to become a partner, but give us your, like, each one of you, could you give us like your 3 kind of top tips of what makes a good partner, do you think? Or like 1 or 2. You don't have maybe give 3. Maybe 3's too many.
Ooh, I think the most important thing whenever we're looking at applications is having a portfolio.
Yeah.
Somebody will put an application in there and it says, I have great ideas, I have all this stuff I want to share with the world, but they didn't make a skin, or we didn't see their textures, or didn't see their world. But when somebody posts something from Planet Minecraft or CurseForge or MCPEDL, and we can go and look at it, download it, and see it, and we're like, oh, that's
okay, yeah.
A portfolio, that's a big one.
That's a really good point, because we have, if they go to marketplace.minecraft.net, kind of in the middle of that page, there is a place that takes you to our application portal. And it's pretty easy to fill out, but to Quinn's point, the most valuable thing is we have to be able to see something that you've made. So if you're a new partner, and we want new partners, go there, fill it out, but make sure you find a way to, like you said, any of these websites that we can see some of that content. We have, as you might imagine, hundreds and hundreds of applications. So hopefully people are patient. As you can tell with the Pixel guys, the competition is really high, but we have all types of partners all across the world. High school and college students that mainly build like when they're not in school.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of partners that used to have different jobs that now are doing this as a full-time business. So it doesn't matter what you do right now. If you love Minecraft, we'd love to have you in the partner program.
Yeah. I mean, like, one of, like, I think, you know, if I was going to maybe go and like look for partnership, something that would kind of intimidate me is sometimes some of these builds are so big, and I think to myself, I could never do something as huge as that. Like, it would intimidate me and put me off. Does it always have to be crazy big scale?
No, a lot of our partners actually, when they submitted their application, they only sent us skins, which tend to be much easier to make. But then once they get used to the marketplace, then they say, okay, I think I can go do a texture pack. A lot of the skins are artists. And like I said, the texture packs allow you to skin the entire game. And then they say, wow, I can do a texture pack. Now I'll go do a smaller world, called like a survival spawn.
Yeah.
So we kind of love to see the growth of some of these partners as we go forward.
And hearing Andrew's story about how he built everything on an iPhone 4, that's got to be inspiring to people all over, because
it will always be easier.
Yeah, that's true.
It will always be easier than that, basically. Whatever anyone does, it won't be as difficult as that.
Yeah. I think Pixels can do it that way.
4 on the iPhone.
Are you kidding me? That's insane.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Dinosaur Island, Dinosaur Survival, Dragon Hero, and City Life.
Wow. And these are literally like some of our best-selling maps of all time.
On an iPhone.
Why don't you even just get a bigger screen?
I can afford one then.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm sure he would have if he could. He wasn't just a masochist. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to make my life really difficult.
I remember John and I saying, Andy, please buy a computer.
Yeah.
You can. Please, they are not that expensive.
I've got one now, though, so it's okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a real pleasure to meet you and see some of your amazing work. And you guys at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be bringing you more here from XO18 in a little bit. See you soon.